This week we learned that Alan Colmes passed away at the age of 66. Alan Colmes became famous on Fox News in their early days when he was partnered with Sean Hannity in the program known as Hannity and Colmes. I have a personal story to relate about Alan Colmes that is not flattering to me, although it is to Alan, and it is this. When the Huffington Post was just starting out, and I was one of the original writers for the Huffington Post, we had no idea how much reach we were beginning to get. One of the first signs of that reach was when I wrote something unthinkingly that was kind of unkind about Alan Colmes. I had pointed out that everyone on Fox News was photogenically beautiful in the characteristic Ken and Barbie sort of way, except Alan Colmes, the only liberal on the program. And I said that we can be certain that Alan Colmes got his job, as did the others, because of his looks. And it wasn't a nice thing to say, but I didn't think it would hurt anybody because, frankly, I didn't think anybody was reading. And next thing I knew, I got an email in my inbox from Colmes Alan at foxnews.com with the subject line, "Hey." And I knew it wasn't going to be good when I opened it. And basically what he said was, I read what you wrote about me, and I have looked at your picture. You are not God's gift to humanity either. Now, I can say that my mother and some other members of my family would disagree with Alan on that, but I wrote him back and admitted that that was certainly the case and that I didn't mean to offend him in any way. And he went on in his very gracious response to say that a lot of people on the left have criticized him for partnering with Sean Hannity, and in fact, Al Franken at the time used to write Alan's name in very tiny letters, so it would say Hannity and then Colmes in tiny, tiny print because Sean was taking up all the airtime. Look, Alan Colmes was a good guy with good views and good values who did what he thought was right. He wrote, by the way, in his note to me that he and Sean were good friends and that they attended each other's family events and all that sort of thing, and I don't doubt it's true. Look, it's a tough call, and I'm not going to judge Alan Colmes or anybody else. Personally, I wouldn't want to normalize the kind of viewpoint that Sean Hannity represents, but I'm sure that Alan felt that if someone else, if he didn't do it, someone less able might well do it, and he might have been right, because the fact is that eventually the position was taken away from him altogether, and it became just Sean Hannity's show. So look, he did good things over the years. He was a good man. He worked hard. I'm certainly sorry to see him go. Alan Colmes started out as a comedian, became a liberal commentator and an author. We will miss him, and as far as the issue of normalizing the right, we're all going to have to judge that one for ourselves.